Hello, I'm Paul here. Today I'm going to go over the top 2 strategies that I do. These are my top 2 favorite strategies when it comes to finding the right times to buy or basically day trade. When you're doing stocks, it's finding the moments when to do calls and puts, and when you're using it for day trading for crypto and stuff, it's finding the moments when the market's going up. So I use this strategy for these reasons. I'm going to show you 2 different methods. The only difference in these methods is you just have to change your EMA for the other strategy, otherwise it works the same. What I'm going to do first is, if you see my last video, I talked about how the Algo Pro version 1.2 is my favorite indicator that I've discovered. So for the strategy, it's optional if you want to use the Algo Pro, but I am going to be talking about this video, but it's optional, but it does, using it with this paid indicator is helpful. If you guys want to get the indicator that I'm talking about in this video, it's algopro.us.com. I'm not affiliated with them, but this is the website to go to if you want to get to it. Anyway, this is the website, and when I'm talking about the paid indicator, the Algo Pro, this is where to get it if you want to get it. So like I said, it helps to have the paid indicator or not. The Algo Pro gives you, well, the one I use is the version 1.2, but they also give you the version 2, version 3, volume strength, some other ones as well. But I'm not going to really go into the indicator. I just want to go into the strategy. Now I'm going to be using the stock market as an example today. There's 2 EMAs that I use. So the first one really is I use the 2025, and I use that to find. It basically tells me when to get in. And I think I made a video recently about this. So using the 2025, the moment to get in would be right here. And if you got in, let's just say you drew a horizontal line at that point. Do a horizontal line where it crosses. Now that could be either up or down, but if you're doing stocks, it'll work both ways. But if you're doing crypto, you can only do it when it goes up. So draw a horizontal line right here. So this would be the point where I would come in with a option. It would be a 378 call at this point. We wait for it to cross, draw a horizontal line, and basically that's how you will work it. You would look at the RSI. Make sure you have your RSI as well. Don't just go on the cross. But anyway, this is where you would come in. So you wait for it to cross. Let's make that a little bit more thick. Make it a little more thick to see. Okay, so you come on any point during this time, and this is when you come in. Right around here, it crosses, and what you do is if you're doing a call, you have to look at your RSI, and if the purple line is above the yellow line, it's still a good trade. But the moment it goes and starts crossing down, that's a good moment to get out. So right around here is where I would pull out. So from the point it crosses to up here is about $4 difference in price. That's about $200. So, well, let's do this a couple more times, but I want to show you the other way as well. Now, with the paid indicator, it shows you when to get in right here. It shows you your point of entry was right about here, and usually it'll give you your buy signal a little bit earlier. So what we would have got in right here, but the buy signal was right here. So it would have told you to get in a lot earlier, so you would have made more profit. So we'll go here. If we got in right about here where the buy signal was on the indicator, sort of right about here, it was 4, and then coming in early, we got a $6 difference in price, so that's 300. So this indicator gave you $100 more in profit just by having the indicator. So we can turn it off, and I'm going to do this a couple more times. So what we want to do with the 2055 is wait for the moment for it to cross. And I want to teach you guys how to do it without the indicator. So, you know, if you want to get the indicator, you can get the indicator, but it's optional. Depends on if you guys want to get in early or find the signals earlier. It's all up to you. But right here is when it crosses down. So I'm going to do a horizontal line. So at this point I would get a 385 put. And in this scenario, what we want to look for, the purple line being on the bottom. So if we're doing this without the paid indicator, we just look for it to go, we would get in right around here, and now let's just see where we would pull out. See, you want to pull out right before it gets back up into the yellow line. So that's your exit. So it'd be right around here. So without the paid indicator, we already took, it was a $6 difference in price, so that's over $300. Let's see what it will pick up with the paid indicator. If it picks it up. Yep, picked it up. It picked it up in exactly the same spot that we picked it up. So, okay, so let's look at a couple more, and then I'll run you through the other way to do it. Okay, we look for a cross with the 2055. Okay, so this one's going to be a small one. Okay, so we see a cross right about here. So I'm going to do a horizontal line. Okay, so this is the moment I would do a 380 call around there. And let's just see how much we would make. Okay, so we want to pay attention to the RSI. The RSI, the purple line has to be above everything. So I would get in till right about here. This is my guess of when I would pull out. So this is a 1.63 difference in price. It's almost $100, probably like 75, somewhere around there. But let's see what the paid indicator picked up. It actually picked up. It didn't pick it up here. It picked it up here. So it picked it up much earlier on. So you would have got in here and you sold up where were we at, right around here. So it would have picked up around a $3 difference in price, which would have been $150. So the benefits of having this paid indicator is it picks up the signals much earlier than you can without the indicator. There's more gains you can get by just having the indicator, because it can pick up the signals a lot faster than you. Let's do it one more time with this strategy, then I'm going to teach you the other strategy. Okay, so we got to wait for a cross. Okay, so here's a good one right here. So we're going to first look at this manually without the paid indicator. So we're going to draw a horizontal line right here. Right here's when it crosses. So we're looking for a put. So we'll be doing a put around 383. And we want to look at our RSI and make sure the RSI is below the yellow line. So I would personally do all of this. See, this is right before it starts to go back up into the yellow line. So this is a 2.26 difference in price by doing it manually. So now we're going to turn on the paid indicator, and we're going to see what it picks up. So picked up about the same area, so it's about the same result. About here to here, or here to, yeah, it was about here to here. So yeah, we picked up the same spot. Okay, so that is doing it with the 2055. I'm now going to show you the other way that I do my trading, and that's just by changing your EMAs. Changing your EMAs from 20 to 13, and the other one to 48. So this is the other method I do for my trading. But first, I usually do the 2055 first, and then I look at the 1348 next, because I find that the 2055 can find the winners a lot easier than this one. But this one works too. So we're going to do the same thing with this strategy. We're going to be looking. We look for a cross, and then we've got to look at the RSI, and we got to look at the RSI, and it's the same thing. If the purple line's above, then it's gains. If it's below, it's a put. You know, above the line is a call, below it is a put. So let's just look at a couple examples. The cross right here, crosses right here. So this scenario, we would do a call, and I basically would look at the RSI, and I would get in here, and I would sell up here. So this is a 1.85 difference in price, so that's around 50, 60, maybe 70 bucks. Let's see what it picks up with the paid indicator. So with the paid indicator, we actually picked up the signal before the paid indicator did. The buy signal was right here, so we were dead on the signal before it said to do it. Exactly, we picked it up right here because we said this is where we would start, and we said we'd pull out right about here, which is right around where the indicator picked up. So both good scenarios of profit. Let's look. I'm going to do two more, and what we're basically going to do is we're going to find another spot where they cross. Okay, we're going to find another moment they cross. Here we go, here's the spot. Okay, so it crosses down right here. So we're going to come in right here, we're going to draw a horizontal line. So at this scenario, we would do a 403 put. And basically, let's stretch this out. When you find your point, you basically want to look at your RSI and see from this point, this is when we get in, and you want to look at the RSI. So right about here, you would get in, and you look at your RSI, and it goes back into the yellow line right about here. So right about here is when we would pull out. So this is a $4.84 difference in price. It's about maybe around 275 in profit with SPY. So let's see if it picked it up with the paid indicator. It picked it up the sell signal right here, and right where we sold is right where the buy signal came in. So it was dead on accurate on that. So let's do this one more time. And what I'm going to do, we're going to find another cross. Okay, so let's do this one right here. So we see it crossing down right here. And we're going to draw a horizontal line. So at this point we do a 402 put. And let's just see, we got to pay attention to the RSI. Right when we get our order in, we want to pay attention to the RSI. And we're fine as long as it doesn't cross right back to the line. So this is where I would stop. I would sell at this point. So this is a $3 difference in price. So that's about $150. Let's see what the paid indicator picks up. So it didn't pick up a buy-sell signal here. So this little area, it wouldn't have caught this area with the 1348, but we still would make profit. So the first one I do really is the 20. I do the 2055 first, and then I also look at the 1348. They're both good strategies, in my opinion, but they are the ones that I do for when I look for my options trading, because you want to make sure in both scenarios you have your RSI here, and you're looking for your, if it's on the bottom, it's a put. If it's on the top, it's a call. Some other indicators that help me, these are optional, is, let me show you here, is the shaft trend cycle here. This is also a good one. This one will show you moments that it'll probably catch it early on when it's going to start going up. So definitely look into that one. But this one is completely optional. Anyway, I don't want to confuse you guys. I want to just show you the two main strategies that I do when I'm doing options. So anyway, other than that, if you guys like this video, make sure you hit the like button.